in the Garami pit and other places, like I call it the kill box. I think that those types of environments will serve her well because I think Hannah's a strong grappler. If I had to guess, just based on talking to her students over there, I think if she's teaching a class of women at Triumph or of adults, period, she must be a very competent grappler to be teaching that pedago system.
And she looks like she's ready to go. Rachel Beauchamp out with the high guard. And they both throw right hands at the same time. Low kick from Preservanti. Preservanti with some good pairing and then lands a right hand
really
right
nicely
across the
pawing
chin.
at that jab.
Yeah, the pairing of the hands opened up the lane for that cross. And now another right hand, and those right hands have been finding their way in. And Rachel Beauchamp is relying heavily, and she shoots.
Hannah telegraphed that a little bit on that push kick, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. A little too slow to grab the legs was Beauchamp.
The shot was well timed.
Very well timed.
But it just was a little slow.
And look, that's a more intelligent grappling. Beauchamp's trying to sit out, and she's intelligently trying to stand up, but she's taking too long.
In on the single, trying to fight her way back to her feet, switching to a double, but the sprawl is heavy from Preservanti.
Justine Kitch is cornering Hannah from right behind us also. Now Hannah's working this front headlock.
Yeah, and continuing to strike, making it miserable.
And this, remember, Rachel created the situation.
Right.
She put herself here. Hannah didn't. She took it. She's able to adapt and adjust.
And
she's scoring.
Rachel Beauchamp is just covering up. That's
and
good.
I guarantee you they stopped this one a little earlier after all we've seen tonight.
Rachel Beauchamp making her way up. I would argue that Rachel was doing
She can finish this from here.
Yeah.
She can finish this from right here. If she just hips in. I think she is trying to get a good grip on it, getting her flat, yes. So when you defend that choke, you have to put your back flat.
This is good guard work, though, from Beauchamp.
Much better, much improved.
Yeah, she
just can't find a safe way up.
Yeah, Preservanti doing a good job using that weight to hold her down.
Didn't get her knees in between her and Preservanti.
And Beauchamp's not making the mistake of trying to rush to her feet as soon as she feels a relief and pressure. She's trying to re-guard.
Yeah.
But it might be time to just go ahead and stand
I think
up.
she could just stand up because she's just getting pushed over on her knees here. She's hanging out too long. I'm pretty sure Hannah just grabbed her by the throat and put her back into the mat.
I suppose we're just going to... Yeah, she's...
I mean, she's controlling her effortlessly, in my opinion.
Beauchamp is a bit like in the mouth of a gator right now. She just cannot free herself from this front headlock.
And Hannah's had a lot of success at looking at chokes because you know the choke is tight when Rachel's balling up like that. She wouldn't give away her side. She wouldn't allow Hannah to pass if it wasn't getting her out of the choke.
Now, oppressive side control here. She's got the forearm, and Beauchamp's trying to use her left hand to relieve some of the pressure of that forearm. But not a very active defense.
And I think Justine Kitch right behind us is correct so far. It is one-way traffic for Hannah, but I am seeing some improvement from Beauchamp. I'm seeing a big improvement from our last bout.
Yeah. Much more composed, much more taking the initiative to try to take action, which is what she said she came here to do.
Looking relaxed on the stool is Preservanti. That's Daniel Jonas, David Chuklea, and Avery Richard, the Triumph Fight corner. That's a strong corner. Daniel's a great striking coach, but he's also, I believe, a brown belt now in BJJ. Avery's a great grappler. David was the Fight For It champion, had mean hands, could grapple too. I think he's still a pro fighter. I think he's still active. So a gym that like small, intimate team, but every athlete on there is successful. Or every athlete that makes it to this stage, makes it this far to an amateur debut, they're very impressive. They've got Mackenzie Gray, the villain, as well. Just a strong overall team with a lot of standout talent. And Hannah looks to add herself to that roster with a win here over Beauchamp. Beauchamp has shown us a little bit, but has she improved enough?
In round number 2, Beauchamp throwing some punches, but again eating that right at the end of these exchanges. Now she's covered up, turned away, and shoots out of desperation. And Preservanti again coming out on top. Front headlock again, a repeat, more of the same.
I feel like Preservanti could just strike. Oh, but she looks like she's fishing over for this head and arm, this Darce choke look.
But in a modern mixed martial arts fight, there's nothing wrong with just letting your opponent carrying your weight, just keeping them miserable for the majority of the round.
You got this. Damn it, you got this. You got this.
Hard low kick from Preservanti. But maybe Preservanti using up a little bit too much gas beating on Beauchamp, and Beauchamp now has over a round and a half to get back in this.
I think that the longer it stays standing for Preservanti, the better it's going to get for her, because it's clear that she is hitting cleanly with some of these crosses and jabs, the straights, but
left
Rachel's
hook.
pushing her now.
Left hook from Rachel Beauchamp. That left hand of hers, and she just clocked her in the temple.
Oh, and no butterfly sweep. She wasn't able to get a hook in between. I saw the reaction she wanted to achieve, but she didn't have a strong base underneath her. She just kind of fell down.
Beauchamp caught Preservanti in the temple with that hard left hand of hers.
Yeah.
And on cue, Preservanti shoots.
Yeah, right when Preservanti started to experience some discomfort in the striking, she was able to find that takedown. And when you land that cleanly in Beauchamp's position, you have to expect that they're going to try to shoot.
And she is squeezing and stepping over and getting out of those butterfly hooks and continuing to squeeze and crank as she works towards that, I guess, scarf hold type position.
Yeah, she's not turning her hips over because she's trying to stay over with the pressure, but that's allowed Beauchamp to regard. So not quite like a judo side control look. Overhook for Beauchamp. So this is like fundamentals, right? Fundamentals class right here in MMA self-defense.
She's gonna climb the guard up. She's climbing up with that guard.
And she's got 1 minute here, and that's not an impossible task, but now it's been too long that Hannah's going to be aware of it. So now Hannah's trying to keep her head down, keep the weight forward away from the feet, allowing Beauchamp to work a butterfly sweep, and that's Jiu-Jitsu 101. Good sweep by Rachel Beauchamp. I couldn't agree more with her corner. She needs to stay over on top, and she needs to score if she wants to try to put some impact on this round.
Deep overhook.
Yeah,
and now she's going to let that powerful left hand go.
Very deep overhook, and I think she's still trying to grapple, but she's trying to pass. She should just be trying to ground and pound here, I think.
Yeah, that left hand's got some stank on it. She's let go of that overhook.
In the lead up to this fight, there was an article posted by Fight For It in which they talked about Rachel's toughness. She reposted and said, I don't want to be known for my toughness. I want to be known for my skill. And she has shown that she's picked up some significant skill increases since her last appearance here at Fight For It.
She is not letting go of the idea of these hammer fists to that left kidney.
Yeah, stop that. Oh. Dale didn't tell them to stop. I mean, you can't expect these girls to hear everything. They're in there fighting.
Yeah, someone's sitting on top of me, punching me in the head. The little doesn't quite do it for me.
Yeah. Rachel Beauchamp had her best round of her MMA career, in my opinion, in that last round. She showed striking ability, she showed grappling ability, sweeping ability, reversing. Did she use too much? And consequently, does Hannah Preservanti feel any of that fatigue as well?
I believe at about a minute and some change.
Well, who's new here?
Round.
Who's new here? Who's more likely to have adrenaline?
Right.
Yeah.
I do believe it appeared Preservanti was fading a little during that round.
And she was getting tagged, not by the most powerful shots in the world, but she was walking into them, and they add up.
I don't know. Every time I've ever seen Beauchamp hit somebody with that punch,
she can thud. Her left hand can stud.
They have reacted.
Todd Monroe definitely still having an impact on the boxing of Beauchamp, but I think she's done well for herself in terms of picking up grappling skill. All those matches with Renee Kieran paying off.
So we were probably a round apiece.
Yeah, maybe. These judges have been on 1 or 2 tonight.
Beauchamp's corner asking for chopping that leg. I don't think she's thrown a leg kick yet.
No, I don't think she doesn't seem comfortable kicking very much yet, honestly. But I think she's done well to avoid Hannah's leg kicks as well. So like she's shown the strong side of her thigh mostly. Yeah,
she's defended most of everything that Preservanti's done except for that right hand on the feet. Oh, good push kick from Preservanti.
Good push kick.
And then we saw a half-hearted attempt at an inside leg kick, but Beauchamp has not made use of any leg kicks, despite the fact that her corner is calling for it. Preservanti puts a low kick, but it was foot to knee, not going to be as damaging.
Beauchamp's really just trying to find that jab again, and it just seems like Preservanti is resting and getting ready to shoot.
The jab is just in open space like that, it's just a little slow. It's just a little too composed. Like maybe some more.
Terrible. Just telegraphed.
Yeah.
Beyond belief, allowing Hannah to crawl over and pass. Now, see how she turned the hips over?
Yeah.
Now those legs aren't gonna. Now it's gonna be very hard for Miss Beauchamp to regard. Oh, reaches over the far hip. Now, can she shrimp back underneath before getting cross-faced? Now you see Hannah's linking that cross-face and trying to walk through those hips, creating almost like a Tazi stack or like a semi-Tazi on one side. Just putting pressure on that back ankle by walking around, making her feel like she's got to let it go. But I think Beauchamp's long enough to where she's actually dug in. Yeah, see how she's dug in under the leg? It's going to be hard to dissuade her off this back take. If she stopped pushing on the leg right here and pushed up on the elbow, I believe she could actually reverse here. Marcelo Garcia, excellent at the elbow push. A great defensive technique for MMA, too. I tell my guys to look for that all the time. Hannah's got such a mean crossface here.
Yeah,
I don't see Beauchamp escaping this.
The butterfly, oh. Is Beauchamp about to come out the other side now? Can she continue to build? Does she need to free that bottom leg? What does she need to do in order to come up on top here?
Well, Hannah's not really showing a lot of urgency because she's looking at herself as she's in the top position. But if you see how she's squeezing the lat? That's it. She needs to push the shoulder. Just push the shoulder past. I mean, that's why the headlock doesn't quite work.
And she has 26.
Oh my goodness, that actually looks pretty mean.
Short choke
for Beauchamp.
20 seconds.
Oh my God, she's belly down. Rachel Beauchamp might have this one. Hannah's trying to survive. She's listening to Avery.
Did she tap? I think she tapped. I think she's out. I don't think I can say anything.
We talk about intelligent defense, right? Like,
I can't say anything. Golly. That thing was in there tight. It was hard to say. We didn't see much movement.
She didn't stay over the spine. She got too squeezy.
Too squeezy?
Too squeezy and didn't stay over the spine. You'll see it all the time. People try to pull people off the mat. You compress everything. Pull everything inside. Make your elbows in. Make your chest big. And you'll close all that extra space. She was trying to like scorpion choke her, like pull her back, basically.
The rear chin lock from wrestling.
Yeah. Now I think it's 2 rounds to 1 for Beauchamp. I think she won that one. But these judges have been absolute crap. They've been almost as bad as the officiating and reffing.
Do we predict another long scoring session here?
All night long.
Well, there's been a few times where the judges have taken quite a bit of time.
Well, I know I've made this joke before, so I'm sorry, Fight For It fans, for repeating my material, but most of the judges can't count to 30 without the help of a machine, so it's hard for them to do a 3-round scoring.
Why am I in trouble?
All right, fighters to the center of the cage, and we have a judges' decisions in, which are winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Hannah Preservanti.
What'd I tell you?
Yeah.
What'd I tell you?
Yeah. The third round, I believe, is probably the one that you could contest. Who knows?